Hello, everybody. Hello, hello, hello. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Welcome, welcome. Welcome in. Sorry, I'm trying to get organized. I haven't been in the studio. I don't know how long it's been. I haven't been in the studio since, last Thursday. I haven't had a chance to get over here because it's just been so busy getting ready for things next month. I mean, next month, March, is always a huge, huge month of madness for Brutus, Monroe. As most of you know, we start the Monroe Madness next month, and we also have a lucky hat. We have all sorts of stuff coming. So, hello, Kathy. Hello, Anne Marie. Hello, Michelle. Hello, Annie. Hello, Francie. Hello, Kathy. Hello, Melissa. Hello, Kelly. Hello, Ellen. Hi, everyone. Hello, Polly. Oh, is it warm? It's not warm here. It's freezing here. So cold that our guys were not working on our wall today. So that you can tell when it's super cold because they're not our construction guys are not out there working, so we missed that today. Hello, Allison. Hello, everyone. So first and foremost, before we get rocking and rolling with the new release tonight, which is just one product tonight, because I wanted to bring out some of our previous products to really highlight the different things that we have that you may not know that we have, and so on and so forth. So first and foremost, if you are participating with me in the SCT event in March, I can't believe it, we're like literally only a couple of weeks away. Are you, if you're participating with me at the Scrapbooking Cards Today event in March, please give me a little thumbs up or a hands up or whatever that may be. If you are, today's the day that we launched your add-on kit. So the way that I do my class every year is we talk about bonus things. We talk about things that you are able to do. Oh, thanks, Francie. We did it this afternoon. We talk about different things that you can do on top of the class items that we're already talking about. So what that means is we do have a bundle that you can get. It's a very, very low cost bundle for the items that you're receiving to talk about kind of bonus things. But that is available right now, and to start with, we only have enough for about half of the attendees. We're making more, we're working on making more, but having 2,500 of those ready is quite the feat. So we have about half of those prepped. I'm assuming that if Penny gets in here, or if Penny is already in here, she'll probably post the link to that. But all you do is go to events.brutusmonroe.com. Again, it's so simple, events.brutusmonroe.com. The foil glaze, you're going to learn about that in class. You are going to learn all about foil glaze in class, which I'm really excited about. We're not using the foil glaze in the regular class. The bonus thing is always kind of like a bonus add-on to teach you about. So it's not something that's necessary. Like, you don't have to have the bundle kit. But last year we did, about half the folks that were taking the event did get the extra bundle kit, and that's just for me to teach you additional things. You don't have to have it for class, but we're going to have a lot of fun with the foil glaze. So much fun. So that's out of the way. If you want that, grab it. Also, you only have about a week and a half to get the passport membership for the Brutus Monroe events for this year. We will be launching a full expose, quote unquote, on the about the Brutus Monroe Create Your Own Ending event. The Create Your Own Ending event we will talk about at SCT. We'll kind of talk about that a little bit. We'll announce who's going to be teaching with me. I'm really excited for who's going to be teaching with me this year, because we've never taught with them before, and I'm really excited to dig in and talk about these brands. I think it's going to be a lot of fun. So hello, my gyps. So again, the passport is only good until the end of this month. That is it. We will have no more passports available, okay? So let's head down to the table and let's talk about what we're going to talk about today. So good to see you, my friends. So good. So good. All right, so let's go ahead and pull this down here just a little bit, and let's talk about tonight's product. So tonight's product is called Clever Clovers, and it is a layering stencil, and it's not going to look like much now. It never does when we first put it down. Yours will not have this little Sharpie mark on here. Remember, I always get the sample, so I get the ones that have been like drawn on and the what we use to kind of create the product. So yours will always look much prettier than mine. I miss you too, Gyps. So when we layer it together, we get this beautiful circular motion. So we're going to layer this together. We are actually going to make this little shamrock, because we're going to do a fun little lucky, I would call it lucky shaker card tonight, okay? I think that's going to be a whole lot of fun. Is everybody having a good day? I forgot to ask. I hope everyone's having a good day. If not, I hope for the hour that we're together that I can cheer you up a little bit. So I'm just taking a piece of our, this is our standard Perfect Blend paper. Remember, the Perfect Blend paper is my absolute favorite for the simple fact that it works really, 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 really well with the with inking. So we're gonna grab Overzealous. We want two very stark comparison inks in green. So we're gonna do Fake Plant and Overzealous, and this particular stencil was designed to overlap in the color. So you'll see what that means in a second. So we're gonna start with A, okay? Oh wait, let me make sure I have my, hold on everybody. The studio is getting a serious overhaul cleaning by our dear sweet Natalia. Nope, I don't have it, it's okay. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and we're gonna grab our Overzealous first. And I think we're gonna have a lot of fun. Whoopsies. Oh no, hold on. Let me lift this off, it needs a little more spray. I wasn't as, yes, design, yes. Yes, well, we're designed with Jess in mind. Our resident leprechaun. All right. So I'm just going to push that down because the oils from your fingers can lift that up, and we don't want that. All right, so we'll start with some Overzealous, which is the lighter of the two shades. We're just going to go in, and you want to kind of do this with a lighter hand because my idea of what these would look like is that they're going to be lighter on the outside and darker on the inside. So I'll show you what I mean by that. Hi everyone, welcome, welcome, welcome. Because we're only going to use like half of this for the background of the card. You'll see what I mean. And then tomorrow we have our live packing with Jess and I. So we're just going to go in and tap in the center here. We'll have a really fun game. And again, I'm just tapping right in the center because I've noticed with a lot of clovers, they don't really have like a perfect gradation of color. They kind of, you see what I mean? They like really have a stark comparison from the color. So now we lift this up and we have our very first shamrocks. How fun is that? Then we grab our second one here. And I'm going to show you a couple of items that Jess actually picked out for us. They'll coordinate with this that we're going to use tonight. All right, so now if you just place it up in the corner, this is what I do with a lot of my stencils like this, because then I know exactly where it's supposed to be. Yours, I believe, will have a little square, if I remember correctly, so you'll be able to really see it very simply. All right, so next, is this the one I just used? Yep. We're going to go in with some Fake Plant, which is a very, very deep green, so we don't have to do much again with that. We just want to do a circular motion, and then we're going to add some of that color in the center again. You'll see what I mean in a moment. And you'll also see how these overlap, which I really love. Okay. And for our last one, again, you're just going to lightly apply your color, and then we're going to tap, tap right in the center. I bet Penny actually would be really good at finding things for different holidays on the website. Like going in and finding all of the stuff that you would use for St. Patrick's Day, like green and clovers and stamps that mention things like that, and making collections, I bet you. Because she knows the products half the time better than I do. Oh, yes, the occasional tags. I'm going to be using the occasional greetings tonight. I'm going to be using the, right here, the little Irish Kisses and Shamrock Wishes. This is one of the best stamp sets I think we've ever come out with. All right, ready, set, 1, 2, 3, go. So that's what your beautiful little wreath will look like once you are all done. Isn't that fun? I don't think I have the occasional tags stamps, die set down here. Does it have a shamrock on it? I bet it does. I bet it does. The clover and the occasional tag. So yeah, I guess it does. I guess it does. I'm sure that die lives down here somewhere, but where, I do not know. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to, what I like to do is I like to take a piece of acetate or like a piece of vellum, whatever that may be, and utilize that to take a look at what my A2 size will be when I end up cutting it out. So I'm going to grab a piece of acetate because we are going to end up making a shaker. But when I take my acetate and I place it on top here, this is going to be the finished size of the card. I want to take a look and see what part I want the most of. So I feel like, with this, I'm going to get a good amount of our shamrock here, right? So like, look at that. Do you see how that outline is? And I have a tool coming out soon that you'll be able to actually utilize to see what you're doing here. I wish I would have come out with it tonight, but there just wasn't enough time. We'll have it, maybe we'll have it for Thursday. But I'll show you now. Is that lined up? Hold on. Let me line that up. There we go. So we're just going to kind of center it. There we go. And what I do is I just take, let's use a pencil, Christopher Allen. Let's not get crazy. Although I don't think my pencil, I don't believe my pencil is sharpened. I had a mechanical pencil at one point. We can use a pen. We'll just live on the edge. I'm trying to, nope. It's missing. I wish you could see. I need to put like a little blurb up here of what I'm like of my face so you can see that what I'm doing. I was looking for that, but we'll just do this. Okay. And then we'll move this out of the way. Let's go ahead and cut this out. Yes, we are doing a shaker tonight, and I'll show you all of the really awesome products that Jess pulled for me to talk to y'all about. All right, so all we need to do is just cut along the edge here. I put a new blade on here, so we are cooking with gas. Okay, so 4 1/4 should end up right. Yep, right about where we need it. 4 1/4, and then by 5 1/2. So just a tiny little smidgen off the top. And then, had I used a pencil and not a pen, we would not have this situation here, right? Okay, so that looks pretty. Pretty centered to me. It's just we just kind of have given ourselves a little bit of a background here, and I'm gonna be putting our sentiment in the center, so we can really do whatever we want to do. Then I have some of our gold. So you can use whatever gold cardstock you love the most. So we have a couple different varieties. We have 2 different types of self-adhesive gold. We used to have this gold that we are going to be bringing back very soon. It's a 6x6 gold. But what I'm going to be doing for this shaker is I want to create a frame. Okay, so see how that fits. This to me, when we first launched this, and this was the die of the month 2-3 months ago, you can now buy it separately. But this die was, and I don't think we have a whole lot of them left if I remember correctly. This die reminded me kind of an Irish rope. So that's what we're fixing to make with our frame here. So what I'm going to do is I'm just going to place this right in the center here. Grab a whole bunch of this tape because this tape does not really love to stick to the glitter stock, but we will be bringing back like the basic colors again because you all really love this and I really love it too. But we just got away from the glitter stock for a second because we had so much of the seasonal colors that we really needed to push through some of the seasonal before we got the basics back. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm just going to take it like so. You see the frame that we're making here? Okay. And then I know, isn't our glitter stock the best? We just got all those different fall colors in not that long ago. So once we go through those, we'll be back to basics. So I'm just going to place this right on top of my. See, it doesn't want to stay. So we just kind of gotta get it in place and then flip her over. Okay, flip her over, send it through. Hope that nothing moves. Wait, did I do that right? I did, but I think things are going to shift. Everybody cross your fingers. Because I just thought for this fabulous St. Patty's Day card, shaker card, that we needed a golden frame. Oh, I think it stayed in place. Oh, it sure did. Okay. All right, hold on. Get all this out of the way. Isn't the frostbite gorgeous? All right. So, I'm going to pop all this out here. So you're going to get an inner frame from this guy. And then you'll get your outer frame from this guy. Whoopsies. Let me put this away because this is one of my favorite die sets ever. We're just going to pop this. We'll use this at some point. So I'm just going to pop this in here and I'll use it for another project. I guarantee we'll do a live and I'll be like, oh my goodness, I'm so glad I saved this. And you'll all be like, yes, Christopher, we were there. So now I'm just going to pop all these little pieces out. They are glitter stock. If you've never used it before, whether it's the adhesive or not, you know that it die cuts like an absolute dream. And the pieces, I mean, generally the pieces are going to need a little bit of coercing because it is our glitter stock is a little bit thicker than most. I'd say it's kind of like right in the middle from like the super thick to the not so super thick, but you're going to have to go through and just very gently, and once you go through this way, because it might be hard for you to see it to do it this way, you might have to flip it over to take a look. See how you can see much easier on the opposite side? Right, I agree. I could not agree more. So we're just going through and knocking all of this out. And usually I would have like a swap out But tonight this card is fairly, I mean, it's pretty simple, so I didn't want to be done too quickly. I mean, we have about 25 minutes. Tell me, everyone, did everybody have a good day? Did everybody have a good day? I can't wait for you all to see our spring and Easter release. Do you all love bunnies? How do you all feel about bunny rabbits? Good or bad? Good or bad when it comes to the bunny rabbits? Do you like bunnies? I'm in spring mode. I refuse to, Oh, good. I thank you so much for doing that, Candy, because we're using your list to create our new catalog, so your work will not go unnoticed. All right. Oh, you peaked. Good. Yes, it is a very fun release. We might be able to do like a paper pad or something for Passover. Unfortunately, when it comes to the stamps and stuff, we have to order too many and they don't sell. I wish they did. But we can certainly do like a paper pad or something like that. So now this is the idea. So do you see how beautiful that banner is? Occasional tags dies in the list. Uh-oh. Well, all right. Take back everything I said. No, I'm kidding. Oh my goodness, that's funny. Take back every word I said. All right, so now we're going to grab our acetate. And we need to adhesify it. So I'm going to put it all the way. Well, nah, let's not put it all the way up to the edge. Let's cut down. Let's cut down about a ½ an inch on each side and see what that does for us. Our special collaboration with Miss Jennifer McGuire launches next week. So that's exciting. I'm not sure of the exact day. I'll know soon enough. She was just texting me, so hopefully I will know soon. Oh, perfect. So I cut about 3/4 of an inch off of each side and it fit here perfect. Oh, we could do a paper pad. Absolutely. We have some very pretty stuff coming out, Eastery, Passover-y, you know, both can kind of work together for Monroe Madness. Monroe Madness this year is going to be a real doozy. And then we also have a promo for St. Paddy's Day this year, which we've never done before. Oh, awesome. Were you able to get it as a freebie, or did you have to buy it? Because I know I think the freebies were gone, like, real quick. Like, real quick. Very, very, very quick. Alright, so we're going to place this on here like so. Oh, I knew that was going to happen, but that's okay. Alright, going to move this over to the side. I'm going to use my Jennifer McGuire 5000 giant weight to hold it down. We shouldn't need to hold it down that long. It's going to stick to my thingy here. I know it is. And then we still have our background here. Okay, so now we're going to talk about some different things that Jess pulled for me that we have that can be used for, obviously, the holiday. So we have our emerald. Oh my goodness, you really can't You can only buy one. Yeah, I feel like it's... Yeah, they're... I want to open this to show you. Look. And these smell so good. Yeah, I will tell you they bought thousands of them, but they went quick. They went real quick. Then we have the Creative Confections and Pistachio Swirl. Okay, I think I'm going to swatch these out for you to see tomorrow. Then we have the Candy Coat in green. Absolutely beautiful. Remember, Candy Coat is not, what's the word I'm looking for? Is not opaque. Then we have the Meadow Green. It's so pretty. Remember, with our new ones, you need to really mix them up, right? Because it's not the color you see whenever you first get it. Once you mix it up, you'll see the true color. It's so pretty. Then we have the Emerald Green Crystals, which I think this is a new pack. I think I already have some. Do I already have some? I do. So these are my Emerald Green. These would be yours if you purchase them, but look at how beautiful. So we're going to use some of those. Oh, that's wonderful, Penny. Or not Penny, Polly. I saw a P and a Y in my brain. And then I'm going to be using these tonight. These are the Pot of Gold Sprinklets. Let me zoom in a little bit so you can see. Oh, that's zooming out. Aren't those so cool? Let me show you those emerald again. I just love it. Love it, love it, love it. All right. Zooming back out. There we go. And let's talk about how this shaker is going to get built. So actually, let's keep this on top of here. I mean, it's almost, I think we're almost there, but let's keep that on top of there. Let's grab that there. And let's go ahead and stamp our sentiment. So our sentiment is the Irish Kisses and Shamrock Wishes. And I think that we should stamp this. I really think that we should stamp this on some of our beautiful cabbage cardstock. Well, do I have any Jurassic? Hold, please. Jurassic, I think, would look really good with this. Let me walk across the room. If you can't hear me, it's because I'm across the room, not because I don't love you. Here we go. I need to get my paper closer to me. When we redo this side of the studio, I need the paper, because that's my gift to myself for 2025 is we're redoing the studio down here. Not redoing. I mean, it looks great, but you know what I mean. We're maybe you don't know what I mean. We're getting the studio together so that it works better for me, because I'm probably going to be going live more often. I'll probably be going live more often in 2025 because it's one of my favorite things in the world to do. And with that being said, it makes sense for my studio to be as organized as possible. Petty's like, I'm not making nothing. All right, so I have a piece of Jurassic here, which I think is going to go so well with these greens because it's kind of like right in the middle. Cabbage. Do we not have Jurassic anymore? Well, too late. I already cut Jurassic. But this is what cabbage would look. Oh, well, I guess cabbage might be better, actually. All right, fine. We'll use cabbage. Jurassic apparently is out of stock. I did not know this. All right, and then I think we're going to do a circle cutout. So we'll cut that out first because with the stick and stamp mat, that will allow us to... Someone doesn't know what a circle is. It's out of stock. Great. So I think we'll do... Is that a little too small? Maybe just a tiny bit bigger. Because I want to cover up... most of the white space in here. So I think that this, yep, that's a good size. Remember to get your little die rings. Those are something that we came out with last year, and I love them because I don't like, if you have, so there's a lot of, I mean, I think ours are also coated as well. I don't know exactly what they're coated with, but most dyes out there from the brands that you love, their dyes are going to be coated, which is a good thing. I mean, you want them to be coated. And when they're coated, they, if you use a metal ring to hold them, what could happen and what does happen often, because it's happened to me many a times, is they will chip. And you don't want that. Not at all. All right, now this is what happens to me all the time. I don't know where my cutting plates went. And it's a little cray-cray over here. Oh, here they are. Little cray-cray in the studio right now, which is okay. We'll get there. All right. One day you're going to be like, wait, did Christopher Allen just find something in 1 second? Hold on. Let's release some of the pressure here a little bit. Yeah, I think that might be the only one that we're out of stock on. I don't know, though. I'm not looking. I can't look. I've got to make a card. I can't look right now. All right. All right. Oh, I love that. Oh, I love that. All right, so the idea is this will fit right here. Oh, look at how good that's going to look. Oh, stencil bring back request. We like that. Which one? Which one are we thinking? All right. Got my stick and stamp mat here. This one is a good and primed one because I've used it so many times. I know we've talked about this before, but just a heads up, if you are using your stick and stamp mat for the first time, you want to kind of brush it on your clothing or tap it on a couch or something. I'll request what evil subject I demand. I love that. That's good. I'm going to start. Will that work for me too? Can I do that too? That's how all my emails are coming over tomorrow. Demands. I really wish I had that occasional tag set now. It's here somewhere. We're also working on organizing all of the things like based upon release. That one, unfortunately, wouldn't make the cut because we're only keeping things across from me over here from the past year. So if it's not from the past year, it won't be over there, which that one is not from the past year, so it wouldn't be over there. But that's okay. So I'm going to grab my Shamrock Kisses and Wishes and yada, yada, yada. And I'm going to grab my little piece of paper here. We'll use my magic powder bag. I'm going to grab my little guy here. Little clothespin, and I'm going to grab my gilded embossing powder. I'm just going to tap it. Oh my goodness, gilded embossing powder. I know that it's not even heated yet, but I can't wait until you see what this looks like when it's heated. If you have not tried our embossing powder yet, I'm telling you, it's the time. Now is the time. Sure. Lori, then just all you have to do is spray some water on it. Let it sit and the paper will come right off. Did you see how that, wait, did you see how that, watch how that transforms? I forget how much I love embossing powder until I use embossing powder. Like, look at this, my friends. That Brutus Monroe embossing powder, I tell you. One of the very first things that we came out with. Penny actually is one of the original products that are still on the website. So that's how that's going to look, right? Oh, I love it, I love it, I love it. Yes, yes, yes. You can put the stick and stamp mat really through it. You really can. I mean, I have, especially in testing. Right, Gorgina? Wasn't it Gorgina? Okay, so now we're going to do this, all right? So see how it looks like? Oh, my goodness, I love this card. Hold on, hold on. Pause, pause, pause. All right, I need to grab a card base. I'm getting ahead of myself. You see, I get real excited. I mean, if it wasn't, if you didn't know that this is the job that I'm supposed to be doing. Pause. All right. Oh, my goodness, look at this. How embarrassing. I've got things flying. But I mean, I'm a real, like we've talked about this before, I am a real card maker. I am not one of those card makers that you're going to be like, I don't want you to feel, we'll use glue. I don't want you to feel like you can't do it because I have like everything laid out and perfect. And I mean, I could not learn from someone like that. Maybe that's your deal and you love that, to see someone that, you know, always has all the little pieces of paper cut. And no, I learned from Christina Warner. She was the very first person that I watched videos from, and it was while I was doing my nephew Scoozy's baby shower. Most of you know that that's how I got my start in this industry. I was watching late at night trying to figure out a way to make invitations for his baby shower because it was so expensive, and I was like, what in the heck? Why is this so expensive to get them made? And then, of course, I spent $7 million making them. But that's neither here nor there. So I remember going through and being like, who am I? I think I just like looked up card making. I think that's what I did. I'm grabbing the Brutus Monroe strips, the big strips. These will be back in stock next month. And I remember I just looked up card making. That was all I did. I was like, card making. When I pulled it up, the very first person that popped up was Christina Warner. And I was like, I can do this. Meanwhile, I don't know who I thought I was, because I had never made a card before. And I was like, oh, I'm going to make every invitation for Scoozy's baby shower. I don't know. Again, I don't know who I thought I was. And so I started working on Scoozy's. I'm just cutting these in half and putting them all the way around. So I was like, I'm just going to make all these invitations. Meanwhile, again, I don't know who I thought I was. I had no business making all these invitations. I've never made a card before. And I'm going, completely off script making these cards. And so I'm making them all and I'm so excited and I'm having such a good time. And little did I know that she was so big in the industry. I was like, I just thought I stumbled upon someone that made cards. And then the best, correct. Well, I bit off way more than I could chew. And the best part of the whole thing is, I think my pinch me moment, one of my pinch me moments, because I've had a lot of pinch me moments in this being a part of this industry, is when she taught at the Create Your Ending event last year. I was like, the person that I looked up to figure out how to make Scoozy's cards is teaching at my event. How the heck? Call it what you will, but that was, for me, it was like, I'm the luckiest guy in the world. The luckiest guy in the world. Oh, yay, I love that. Like, how does that happen? It doesn't happen. It's not, that's like a That doesn't normally happen, that you have someone that you are so enamored with and so excited that they, are so creative and you love their work, and then they teach at your event. Luckiest guy in the world. This is going to explode, and it's going to be, y'all are going to be like, why did, oh, never mind, I take it all back. And I'm just so, I love my job. I really do. So I'm just going to spread these out. I'm going to use, I don't know, like a fourth of the package. There's a lot in here. And then the idea is you want to get these kind of really spread about here so that they're not stuck together. Like so. Isn't she incredible? And now she's my friend. We talk about Legos all the time. And her kitty cats. All right, so then when we put this on top, we have our shaker, right? So let's go ahead, and this is a larger shaker. I usually do the bigger shakers. There's a lot of folks that will do like these little teeny tiny shakers. Nope, not for me. I need a good shake. Yes, we're going to get at the bottom. I've only left it for 2 weeks. Does it have candy in it? Maybe he smells candy. Maybe not. All right, so we're gonna put our little frame on here. This is why you want to make sure that your pieces are down, because see how that one is like stuck. I think it eventually will fall down, but see how that now is shaking? That's going to drive me nuts. Hold on. We've got to do a shakerectomy. There we go. Sure do. So see that there? And then we're going to take our little Irish Kisses and Shamrock Wishes. We can see our shamrocks. We can see our shaker. Oh, I love that. And we're going to pop this up on the front because why not? The shakerectomy, listen, I told you this, being trained in a shakerectomy takes quite a bit. I mean, I'm not going to lie to you. It's a long program. First, it's odd though. I first went to school, and it was to work for the aviary. Bird watching was my forte. And then after that, I said, you know what? I need to help the people. And the only way that I could do that was learning the shakerectomy. And years. The shakerectomy. Luckily, my mother was a nurse, so I had a head start. But oh yes, it is. The paper tape. He probably loves it. All right. So now, I'm going to grab our little triangle tray here. We'll do 2 here and 1 here of our little gems, because it wouldn't be a card. No, I wanted nothing to do with birds. It was the first thing I thought of. Absolutely not. I mean, I've been to the aviary. One time I went to the aviary, and I went with my good friend. We've actually lost touch over the years. But she was in the whole time, and she's deathly afraid of birds. Afraid, fall to the ground afraid. And the whole time we were in there, she did so good. I was so proud of her. As soon as we walked out, I wish that I was lying to you. We walked out, maybe it took, I don't know, I would say it was maybe 5 minutes after we walked out, bird pooped right on her head. I wish I was lying to you. And I'll tell you that she fell to the ground. I thought something like a branch fell on her or something. Yeah, a bird pooped on her right as soon as she walked out. I was howling. So there we go. What do you think? We've got all of our shaker bits. When the shakers move, you can see our clovers back there. When the shaker bits come up here, we can see our clovers down there. I probably added too much shaker. I mean, I don't know if that's even a thing to have too much shaker. But I added a lot of shaker. But what do we think? Do you like it? Do you think this is fun? Is this something that you think you could do? I mean, I think it's very, very simple. Very simple. And you could even go in, I mean, we did those flowers the other day, and just add a couple of flowers. I'm not going to because I would want them to be cut the right color, but isn't that fun? We have a little Luck of the Irish card. Also, let's go to the front view. Front view, everyone. Hi, everyone. I'm back. Another thing to remember is that we currently have the buy the die or buy the stamp, get the die free promo. So if you click, I don't know if it's in the description of this, but if you head over to brutusmonroe.com, not events.brutusmonroe.com, not outlet.brutusmonroe.com, but just brutusmonroe.com, you will see at the top there's a little banner. Click on that, and that will take you right to the buy the stamp, get the die free. Also, I told you that there was going to be an announcement about the outlet store. So the outlet store is going to be a 1 week open or 5-day open, we don't know the exact amount of time, promo store. So what that means is, because it's becoming a little too tricky to keep up with all the different websites, and I knew it would because we've been so blessed to be busy. But the thing is, the outlet site is a lot to maintain. So what we're going to do is we're going to have a special amount of time, probably at the end of the month, every month, when the outlet store will be open. Every other time the outlet store will be closed, you'll see it'll say like, come back to check when the outlet store is opening again, so that we can take the time to curate, get the best deals on there, and then you'll get an email, or I'll tell you on here and I'll say, hey everyone, and we'll have a schedule that's like, the outlet is open from blank to blank. Grab as much as you can while you can, and then the outlet will close again, okay? So we'll talk about that. It's gonna be kind of like a hurry up and grab, and I think that makes more sense because it's a lot to manage. So that's everything that I have for y'all tonight. Remember to grab your SCT products as soon as you possibly can. They are, as I've been sitting here, the orders have been crazy with the scrapbooking cards today. So I want you to make sure to get through with that first run. Also, if you are doing the scrapbooking cards today and you want extras of any of the products, i.e. the rub-ons that you are getting in your kit, you will see them when you get your kit, but you can also see them there too. Make sure you grab those as soon as you can, and that is it. So thank you all so much for hanging out with me tonight. Thank you for being a part of my life. I love you for watching. Remember to create something every single day, whether it is your own lucky card or your own ending.